Hello, this is Abigail Barella with Sparkle and Shine Guidance, and this is your Virgo full moon oracle for March 9th, 2020. We have a beautiful and a little cray-cray super full moon in Virgo. Virgo is the archetype of service, the nurse, health, well-being. The nervous system, it's ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is how we process information. It also has to do with our digestion, but also how we process our thoughts. And also Virgo has to do with the inner care that we need to do in order to show up in the world. So when we have a full moon in Virgo, it's activating that inner part of us that wants routines, wants health, wants to take care of the body. You want to look to where 19 degrees of Virgo is in your chart to get more information about what's coming to consciousness for you. Because at every full moon, we have the sun on one side of the sky, we have the moon on the other side of the sky, and the light of the moon, our consciousness, is shining a light into our inner, deep, subconscious, emotional needs, okay? Our intuition. That which is a little bit more mysterious. It's that inner divine feminine, the dark kind of, the deeper, more mysterious parts of us, right? So it's shining that light, okay? Now with this super full moon, we have it ruled by Mercury, with Mercury going direct after being retrograde in Pisces and then a little bit into Aquarius, and it's going to be going direct on the same day as the full moon. So not only do we have a Mercury ruled full moon happening, we also have Mercury, the planet of communication, processing, the nervous system, going direct that same day. So we really want to be aware of our words, our intentions, and what our purpose is around our health and our well-being, and how we can show up more for ourselves so that we can show up more for others. Now, that's all one part of this. We also have, leading up to this full moon, some really interesting energies. There's a lot of pushing, pulling happening out there in the universe, in the astro forecasts out there, okay? So we have Neptune conjunct the sun, which means right next to the sun. And Neptune moves really slow, so it's going to be in Pisces for a long time. The sun moves really fast. It's moving through Pisces, and the sun will be moving into Aries on the 19th of March, which means that is the astrological new year. So we are in this end phase of the sun moving through the zodiac, and to be hitting up Neptune, the slower moving planet that rules Pisces, and to have the sun there in Pisces and Neptune there in Pisces, oh goodness. It's really activating the Piscean energy, as if we didn't get that enough with this Mercury retrograde. So the dreamy, wanting to sleep a lot, wanting to dream a lot, an inner sense of just like a deeper meaning coming through, connection to the etheric, and just like all of the yummy, juicy Neptunian things are really in our consciousness right now. And the interesting part of that is to have that opposite the full moon, which the moon is connected to Pisces because it is so connected to the ocean. The moon is ruled by Cancer, which is another water sign, and that connection to that divine feminine energy is all there. And this is a feminine full moon. However, Mercury is a planet that travels to both the underworld and the higher realms, or whatever, of our consciousness. And so it can travel through both. So it's bringing things up into our consciousness that aren't necessarily comfortable, that aren't necessarily the most fun to have come through our consciousness. And with this opposition and the days leading up to it having the exact conjunction between Neptune and the sun, it's really having that kind of throws our emotional security off, right? When we start to have these coming to consciousness, this coming to God moments, and I forget if that's how you say it, but anyway, it can be a little off-putting. It can be a little offsetting. And our sense of security and our sense of safety, now this is also true with what's happening collectively. Are we safe? You know, do we have enough boundaries in place to be able to protect our inner, you know, self, our family? That kind of thing is all up too. And so when we have this opposition between the sun and the moon, with a conjunction between the sun with Neptune, that trusting of that etheric nature is in question, because Mercury's questioning everything. And like I said, Mercury can travel to the underworld and the above world and all of it, right? And so this is the lunar cycle for healing. If you are kind of at that crossroads in your life and you're like, I think I can figure this out on my own, most likely it's going to be beneficial to you to seek counsel, to get someone who can assist you in that healing work, because this is the time to do it. This is the time to step into it. And if you're noticing more busy mind, monkey mind happening, this full moon. It is super powerful, and it's bringing out all of that neuroses and that questioning of if you are safe. And so in order to get the most benefit from this time period, you want to look at where are those voices most amplified for you of questioning your safety. Is it from watching TV? Is it from certain people in your life? Is it from certain activities that you partake in? And really during this lunar cycle, just taking an active position to do the opposite, to feed yourself with positive news, to interact with positive people, to feed your body and abstain from the things that bring you more anxiety. So this is your duty as the service to the self Virgo nature, right? And obviously you want to look to where Virgo is in your chart. So another aspect before I wrap up this astrological insight is that we have Jupiter, the planet of expansion, in Capricorn, which we have this Capricorn stellium that's just kind of out of this world. But we have Jupiter there, we have Saturn there, we have Pluto there, and now we have Mars there too. And the thing about this is Capricorn, well, just let me say, a trine to Jupiter is a beautiful thing in a moon. However, this full moon, it might not be as positive as it could be, okay? And I'm going to give you a little inside information of how to make it more positive. But Jupiter in Capricorn on its own is difficult because Capricorn is the stern, harsh, get it done workforce. And so Jupiter trining the full moon with Virgo energy being very kind of neurotic and overworking and trying to figure everything out and kind of working things down, which can end up destroying things, right? When Jupiter's trine that, it can be amplifying or expanding on the things that bring you more anxiety. So you may notice that you're more anxious at this time. And what I'm going to say is that goes back to why you want to feed yourself the positive things. Keep your brain away from the things that bring you more anxiety. And when we have Jupiter trine a full moon, and since the full moon is about coming into consciousness, we can expand in beautiful ways as well in terms of where we need to amplify the things in our life that are more positive. So really, if you can stay on that side of it, if you can stay on that side of the fence, so to speak, you're going to be faring much better than if you didn't. So I hope this full moon oracle, it was of assistance to you. If so, please leave a comment below, give it a like, and I am doing a International Women's Day webinar, free webinar, where I'm going to be doing a few giveaways. It's going to be amazing in terms of really getting into that divine feminine energy right around this full moon time. So I will post a link to register for that if you're interested. All women identified people are welcome. And the other thing that I wanted to mention is Planetary Planners are on sale, and they're amazing for knowing what's happening with the astrology. And, you know, I was just looking in here for doing this to look at March. And what's great about it is you can see where the moon's at. You can see when Mercury goes direct. Saturn will be moving into Aquarius, oh my gosh, that's going to be amazing this month, and all the other transits that are happening, and then room for journaling. And they're on sale right now, so get your planner. I really want to send you one, so order it so that I can send you one. Have a beautiful week. All love.